Hey friends, and welcome to another video. If you are new here, my name is Sammie, and in today's video we're going to be diving into the recap for week 1 of March. So my whole journey is all about budgeting. So in 2022 I decided we are going to start budgeting, and I'm going to start holding myself accountable by recording these YouTube videos and sharing them with others. So that is my goal here. That is my purpose here. And so let's just go ahead and dive into week 1 of March. So you're going to notice that I'm using a spreadsheet from Google Sheets that I created. This spreadsheet is available for purchase on my Etsy shop that is always linked down below in the description. So if you are looking for a Google Sheet spreadsheet, you can go ahead and check it out there. It does also work in Excel. The only thing that you'll have to fix is, of course, the font, because the font doesn't translate over. But if you're looking for a spreadsheet, this is one that you can always count on. So let's go ahead and dive right into week 1 of March. So you're going to notice that on the left side, I went ahead and inserted all of my expenses for week 1. Now, one thing that you're going to notice that I did was I actually started calculating or recording when we are getting paid, when our income is actually coming in. I have of course blocked those out for privacy reasons, but everything else is there, so you can see week 1 what we spent money on, what normal expenses went out and were paid. So there is that. Our income so far for this week 1 is $2,353.39. Now, you're also going to notice that in the income section, I did put February help. So that February help is pretty much just whatever was left over in February that kind of rolled over into March. Now, of course, I do believe in a zero-based budget, which just means that everything in equals everything out. So at the end, I should have $0 in my bank account. But with the month of February, it was kind of just rocky and things just were very uncertain. Our income decreased a lot because my husband does own his own business and he just didn't have that many contracts. So we did experience some hardship in February, but it's okay. We're picking ourselves back up and we're moving on from that. So we did have $209.39 again from February, which I would have loved to put towards debt. Hopefully we'll have some extra money at the end of this month and we'll start going back into that zero-based budget mindset of making sure that everything is going out and it's going towards debt or whatever we decide to do with it. Our major goal is to pay down our debt. Right now we have, our focus is our Wells Fargo credit card that I believe it's at like 4,000 something. That is our focus. And then for our debt, we are going to be using that snowball method, which I have recorded a video for that kind of explains that method. So if you would like to check that out, I'll link it up above in the cards so you can check that out. In that video, I also have a snowball method spreadsheet that is also available for purchase in my Etsy shop. So if you're interested in something like that, you can check that out as well. All right, so going back into our budget and our spreadsheet. So far, we've made $2,353.39. Okay, and that was the total of the February help, my income, and my husband's income for the first week of March. So let's go ahead and roll over to normal expenses. Now, for the first week, we did end up paying all of the beginning of the month bills. So that means our mortgage of $774.08 was paid. We do live in a 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath condo. So that's why our mortgage is pretty low. We do have an homeowners association, so that was also paid. And I did notice that it has gone up for this year. Hopefully by next year it'll go back down. But right now our homeowners is $463.83. And that covers things like the landscaping and the maintenance of all the amenities we have, like the dog park and the tennis courts, pools, things like that. Our electric was also paid at $180.88. So this is actually less than what it was last month. However, I do have a feeling like it's going to go back up now that we're getting in higher temperatures. We do live in Houston, Texas, so weather is not very consistent here, but we are hoping that, it gets warmer. but it's probably going to get really warm, so we're probably going to have to turn on our AC. So we could be expecting this to go up again. Who knows? But it was paid for the first week of March. Next thing that was paid was the Ring camera at $10.83. If you have a Ring camera, this is just that subscription to hold the footage, I believe for 30 days. So it just holds it longer than automatically deleting after, I don't know, a few hours maybe. So we do have 2 cameras, so we just go ahead and purchase this subscription, and we have the footage if we need it. Next thing that was paid was the internet. Our internet is at $58.31. And then if we keep going, I did spend $44.04 already on gas and a car wash. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep putting the car washes here. I don't get my car washed that often, which I probably should, but $44.04 so far. Now groceries. So groceries, we did spend quite a bit, not too much like we normally do, but our groceries was $103.33. I really made an effort into planning out what groceries I was going to buy and really looking into our pantry and our fridge and things like that to kind of meal plan and things like that. I'm hoping that that's going to help alleviate just us going over the budget for groceries, just because we're being more intentional with what we have and what we're going to be making. A lot of times in the past 2 months that we've been budgeting, you've seen that groceries and eating out we've gone over budget for. So we're just trying to be intentional with making sure we are sticking to our budget. Most of the time we have food in the fridge. It's just a thing of like, I feel like I have to keep the fridge stocked and things like that. And my husband is assuring me like, we're okay, we have food. So it's just a balance is really all it is. So we did spend $103.33. We spent $34.62 of that at Sam's, and then the rest, which was $68.71 at HEB. So if you wanted to break down. Eating out, we have spent so far $68.09, which was, when I calculate this, I was like, really? It's only week 1, but I say that every time. McDonald's, we spent $5.93. I think that was me. I like to treat myself at least once a week to some breakfast outside of, what I make at home. So I believe that was like a hot chocolate and, a little breakfast sandwich. We also had Popeyes at $22.16. And then I did go eat out with my parents, and I went ahead and contributed it to the bill. So I contributed $40 to that. So that's why we're at $68.09. So far in just normal expenses, we have spent $1,703.39 so far. Now for our debt, again, if you are new to this video, I made a whole video dedicated to my debt. It's called My Debt Confession. I'll go ahead and link that also right above in the cards. I really go into detail on how all of this debt was acquired, what caused it, and pretty much a timeline of how we've gotten to this point. So check that out if you're interested in that. So I did go ahead and pay the Chase credit card at $115. I paid the Target card minimum payment $30. So again, snowball method is where you pay minimums on everything and you put all of your extra money into that one debt that you're going to focus on. So you're going to notice that all of these are minimum payments, and then I'm going to build up whatever I have left towards that Wells Fargo credit card. So where was I? My car was $393.09. I did not have enough for my husband's car, but he should be getting paid again next week, which will cover his car. And then Wells Fargo, I had enough right now for $98. So my limit for the Wells Fargo did go up, which brought my minimum payment down to $98 instead of $103. So I went ahead and paid the $98 because that's how much I had. I mean, with the due date being on the 17th, I just went ahead and paid the minimum. And then at the end of the month, any extra money is going to go towards that. So that number might be increasing just depending on how much I'm able to put towards it. And so as far as debt, that's all that was paid for the beginning of the month. so far that's gone out or towards debt is $636.09. And then savings, I haven't put anything into savings yet, just because I try and wait till the very end to do that. So far what's left in our bank account is $13.91. And of course, I want to go ahead and leave that there in case for any reason I need that. Just want to let you guys know that I do have money set in savings just in case something is taken out or my account, overdrafts. If something was taken out by mistake that I haven't calculated for or didn't think was going to be taken out, I do have money in my savings to kind of roll over in case that does happen. And then when we get paid again at the second time of the month, then I'll just go ahead and kind of, reimburse it or put it back into savings. So for those of you who are kind of scared to do that zero-based budget, you don't have to do a zero-based budget. You can put money aside into your savings in case something is taken out that you're not aware of. That's what I like to do just because we've just barely started this journey on doing our budget and making sure that we're sticking to it. So it's going to take some time for me to learn kind of when things are taken out, why they're taken out on certain days. Because even if they have due dates, but if you have auto pay, then I guess you get to set up your own schedule. So just really getting accustomed to when things are taken out and making sure I'm recording that on our document is going to help me make sure that I have the money or the funds to be able to account for that. So just a tip, if you want to put some money aside into your savings, so you can have a zero-based budget in your checkings. And then if, something was to happen, you always have that backup money to be able to support you in that. And so really that is all that I have for you guys. It's the week 1 recap. For March, we have really high hopes. We're staying positive. Last month was a tester for us, but we made it through. And now we're just going to be on the up from here. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button down below. Please consider subscribing. It really helps the algorithm. And leave me a comment down below on how your first week of March went or is going, what you expect from March. I would really like to chit chat with you guys. All right, thanks again, guys, and until next time, bye.